I am O'Shane McDonald, and you are watching Comic Battles. Today, I'm going to pit two icons from the DC Universe. I'm talking about Wonder Woman versus Aquaman. Alright, before I get into the battle, I'd like to discuss a piece of comic book news that really hit the internet and, ever since everyone's been going kind of crazy, and that is Superman v Batman. It was O'Shane, what do you think about the trailer? Did you like the trailer? Do you think it's got promise? And I said, listen, now, I saw the trailer and listen, it was okay. I mean, we can look at it and pick it apart and say, it's too dark here and Superman's supposed to be, this and that, and what happened to his underwear? It's supposed to be on the outside and he put it right for the change, so Superman did that good. But one thing I haven't seen, everyone's picked it apart for all sorts of reasons. But one thing that no one has mentioned yet, and I'm surprised, is Batman is Frank Miller's Batman. Now, Batman, which I like, okay? I like Frank Miller, I like the way he does his Batman, I like the grey suit, I don't even have a problem with Ben Affleck, okay? Anyone could say, I'm Batman. It's not a big deal, everyone made a deal about Ben Affleck and listen, does he have a chin? Does it fit the costume? If he doesn't have a chin and he's like, then it's okay, you can't be Batman. We don't want Batman to run around like that. And it just doesn't look right. He's got a prominent chin and some good looks, so you can be Batman. Doesn't take a Shakespearean actor to be Batman. But what I have the problem with is the age of Batman. And remember, this is the precursor to the whole DC Justice League universe. You've got a young Superman, a young Wonder Woman, a young, maybe not young, but they're in their prime, at least. Then you put in this 55-year-old Batman. And this is the dawning of the Justice League. This doesn't make any sense. Even in his prime, it's still up against a big problem that he has no superpowers in the Justice League. Everyone looks at them going, I don't think you should be here. You don't have any powers. Well, I have one power, and that's that I'm Batman. I'm really smart, and I have kryptonite. In this movie, he is 55, okay? 55 years old. He's already up there in years. He's already got graying hair, and, he probably, makes a lot of weird grunts when he wakes up, like O'Shane. What? Where is my bat cape, Probably has to say what a few times, like, what? Alfred, what? Age does that to a person. But he's starting out in the Justice League as an old person. And that doesn't make any sense. What's he going to be? He'll be about, 60-something when the time of the Justice League. And in the prime of the Justice League, he'll be in his 70s. He'll be like, what, there's a crime? I was about to turn on. What bat signal? I can't see. Where are my glasses? Well, it's past my bedtime. I cannot solve crimes after 6 p.m. and you know it. I watch my television and go to sleep. So ask the Flash. He can do it. I'm going to bed. How are they going to fix this problem? Because I cannot see an ancient Batman, being taken seriously in the Justice League. Unless, of course, they get creative with the storyline and, say, well, he went into Ra's al Ghul's pet and he lost, age and he became younger. Which could be kind of funny if he goes into can you imagine they put him in the Ra's al Ghul pet, and then he goes in as Ben Affleck and comes out as Peter Dinklage. I'd love that. That'd be kind of amazing, He's the size of his own Batarang, Peter Dinklage is Batman. That's just the side. It just doesn't make any sense if you got a Geritol Batman running around. They really screwed up. They should have started with a younger Batman and a younger Superman instead of an old Batman. They jumped the shark right away and they screwed themselves long term. Anyway, that's my opinion. I wanted this movie to do well, and it probably will, but it's going forward that really bothers me. Anyway, all right, now for the battle. Today's battle, I'm going to have Wonder Woman versus Aquaman. So, before we begin the battle, let's look at their powers. Now, this is Wonder Woman in all her majestic glory. There's things about Wonder Woman that people may not really know. She was invented, I forgot his name, but I know that he was the man who invented the lie detector test. I think that's why he made her, gave him this golden lasso, so that they could tell the truth. It's a lie detector test. And other things that people don't know that's kind of disturbing about Wonder Woman is that the man who created her, he patterned her after a mistress that he had. He had a wife and he had a mistress, and he patterned Wonder Woman, her bracelets and her boots, after his mistress. So just in kind of aside, kind of an interesting thing about her that people may not know.
I'm a mistress and not really a princess, but don't worry about that because I can kick some serious arse.
Now, aside from that, this is her she typically wears. Now, she's like, this was her when she was, first started out. And this is now kind of the evolution. She looks different now. She's got now black pants and, she's more hip. But this is the typical Wonder Woman that we know. Now, her powers. She's extremely powerful. She's strong. Basically, she's like the equivalent power of Superman strength-wise from a woman to a man. So, Superman's still stronger because he's a man, but if they were both relatively the same gender, they'd be the same strength. Now, they've made her fly in the comic books. Originally, she didn't fly. Originally, she had probably the worst thing I ever heard, which was an invisible jet. Now, they had to get rid of this invisible jet because it did not make any sense, Like, what does she do? Fly around like this, in her jet? Like, oh,
I hope nobody sees me. This could get kind of embarrassing.
What was that in the sky? I don't know. She's kind of a weird girl just sitting in the clouds. It's odd. So it did not make any sense. So I guess they figured, well, let's just make her fly, But I'd still say, it would have made more sense if they just said, oh, she flies, but she flies like this. Very odd flight. Not like normal flight like that. She flies this way. And most people are going to say, there's just something wrong with Wonder Woman. Which is why I don't think they put the flying in the movie. The new movie, she doesn't fly at all. So for those purposes, we're going to have her not fly and have her invisible jet. Now, she has also other things. This is her tiara, and she uses that as a weapon to throw at times. And her bracelets can deflect bullets. Psh, psh. Which makes me wonder, if you had the technology to deflect bullets, why wouldn't you just put it on your wrists? Why wouldn't you put it somewhere like your chest, your neck area, your body, instead of just on your wrists where you got to do all this dancing in order to, stop shooting at me, I'm trying to get some word in edgewise and I can't. Anyway, and she's dressed like the American flag, as a lot of characters from the wartime era used to do. They were used as, tools for, let's be honest, they were used as tools to recruit and, propaganda. So, but times change, but it is what it is. This is what we know. So we're just accept it. She likes to wear the American flag, even though she's not born in the United States. She's an Amazonian who wears Greek clothing, and the Amazon is in Brazil, so she should be talking Portuguese.
Eu gosto muito os calções de outras pessoas.
That's my Portuguese, as horrible as it is, and I don't even... For those of you who are Portuguese, translate it. It didn't make any sense.
Eu vou te matar!
That's Wonder Woman. This is Aquaman. Now, he is royalty. He has also a lot of powers. He's got this trident. This one here, and he uses it to stab people at times, and his major power is his manipulation of underwater aquatic animals, whales and fish and sharks and whatnot, and he uses telepathy and goes nee, 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 and then the fish who are normally just swimming, minding their own business, eating and pooing and doing what fish do, and he's like, I need your help, get over here and help save me from some black manta or something. And they're like, I don't know this guy, but apparently he's the king, so we got to help him. Now, everyone picks on poor Aquaman because he's, but what does he do on land? He can't control aquatic animals on land. And see, that's not necessarily true. You don't have to necessarily be in water to use aquatic animals. You can maybe walk around with a fishbowl or, maybe drive in a big truck that in the back of it has like a tank of piranhas or something, and then, you just, all right, I've got problems, and you say, piranhas, I need your help, and then they jump out of the tank and just, bite the crap out of, whomever. But again, that's just my opinion. He could or could not do it. It would be kind of cool to see him driving around in the truck. He looks more like a trucker than he does Aquaman in the movie. So it would stand to reason he should drive around with a truck, with a tank filled with aquatic animals. And just, use them when he needs to. There's a starfish in your face. Oh, starfish. No, you bastard. You brought the ocean with you. That's no fair. But they never thought of that. They just don't think to bring the ocean with them. So he's always on dry land going, I've got some strength. I've got a little bit of strength and I'm, a little bit faster than most men. And, and if you need someone to wash your tank, then I'll do it. Now for this battle, to make things fair, we're going to picture that this battle is taking place on the beach. So kind of in midway territory. So Wonder Woman is on the beach and Aquaman is could go in the water and they fight in both directions.
Alright, Aquaman, lucky thing for you that we're going to fight on the beach, because if you weren't, you'd be toast, really. And you better not throw any of your starfish, because I don't like starfish. I like stars and they go well with my underwear, but I'm not too keen on starfish.
Don't worry, I've got bigger fish than that to fry, whales and whatnot. Alright, let's do the fight. You punched me in the water. Why don't you come in the water, you chicken?
Oh, I'm not going in there. I know you have control over the fish and I don't want to get bit by minnows.
No, she uses what she normally does. She'll throw her lasso and tie it around. And I guess because of all of the rumors flying around, the first thing she's going to ask is,
are you actually, kind of a little on the gay side?
No, I don't know what you heard. I'm not gay. Everyone keeps saying that, but I don't. Listen, I've got a wife and, I like fish, so that makes me, But don't say I like fish next. Don't say it. So now this fight will probably go on for a while, because they're actually pretty evenly matched. They could back and forth, and maybe she got a shark attack her head, but she'll rip off the shark and just split in two or something. Now she's in the water and she's all,
you're drowning me, you bastard. Why are you drowning me? Get off. I don't like, hey, get off of me. This is perverse.
So now we hear, what is that? I don't hear. What's that noise? I don't know.
Whoa, well, maybe you'll know in a minute.
And she kicks her off. Ah, you bastard. Ah, you bastard. You kicked me off. And then, So here's what happened. She was drowning in the water, and Aquaman was pretty much on top of her. He's a little stronger, maybe. Oh, how did you do that? What happened?
Well, unfortunately, you were going to drown me. You were in the water, and you're a better swimmer than I am. So what I did was I summoned my invisible jet, which you could not see. And I used it kamikaze style to crush you, and unfortunately now you're pinned down on the beach under my jet, and I'm going to blow it up. So good luck, have a nice life with all your fishes, and I'll see you later in the Justice League, okay? Bye!
And then you got fish bits everywhere. Now, we don't want PETA to get upset at us, because PETA, they'll be like, you're going to harm the fish with this battle. So you're going to protest this battle. We don't like all the fish being harmed, But unfortunately, there was an ecological problem with that, as invisible oil leaked all over the beach. And now we've got invisible oil on top of all of the invisible fish, making it a real problem that's what Justice League will be about, invisible oil spilt from the invisible jet all on top of the fish, and poor Aquaman, who's going to have to take a shower. Anyway, that was it. Please don't forget to subscribe either here or here. And if you thought that the battle did not make any sense, or if you thought that maybe something else should have happened, please leave a comment and tell me who else you'd like to see battle. And also comment about the whole Batman versus Superman argument. Do you think Batman Really? Do you think that this makes any sense, that we got an ancient Batman with a young rest of the Justice League? So let me know in the comments. This is Comic Battles.